There we go. Good evening, crafty friends. My name is Trisha Chuba with ButterDish Designs, and welcome to Crafty Hour, episode 129. We're going to be making a small gift box tonight that's super easy, good for any occasion. And this evening, we're going to be doing it with the Peace on Earth bundle. So it won't take long, I promise. Okay, drink of water there. So this is the box that we're going to be making, and it's a pretty good sized box. You could do a whole lot in there. It's about an inch, well, it is an inch deep, and I think this is about 3.5 by 4. So you could fit chocolates, gift cards, lots of nice little things. So handmade bar soap, you know, just whatever you'd like. So anyways, this is what we're going to make. I made this one in Secret Sea. We're going to do this one in Cloud Cover. And let's just get started. So the things that I used here, just so you know, of course, is the Peace on Earth. And I did use this, the pattern tags dies, this one tag. And on this one, I think we might use the bow. So let's just have some fun with it. And I have all the die cut pieces prepped and ready to go. But this is the part that we want to share, and you'll want to see this because this is what makes the box. So, all right. And go this way, actually. Okay. So with your cardstock, you'll need it to first be 6 inches. All right. And going this way, we'll want it to be 10 inches. Okay. You can definitely do this next step on this, but it's just easier with a scoring board. So that's what I'm going to do it with. Grab that down here. Oops. Put this back. So I can grab this with both hands here. Oof, that's why I can't get it out. It's got my Stampin' Up on there, and that thing's heavy with those magnets. So, anyways. Hi, Tony. Hey, Emily. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, so to make our box, we're going to need to make some score lines. And we're going to start doing the score lines on the 10-inch side, okay? And you'll want to do them at 1 inch. And then 4.5 inches. Make sure I don't skip the. Oops. That's exactly what I was like. Okay, and then 5.5. If you feel yourself starting to jump, just, take it slower, go back, start, and then do it. Okay, so we've got 1, 4.5, 5.5, and then we're going to do 9 inches. Okay. All right. So then we're going to rotate that onto the 6-inch side. And we want to do an inch off both sides. So that's going to be 1 inch. And 5 inches. Sorry about that. My bracelet's making some good amount of noise there. Okay. So that's all of our scoring. And the next thing you'll need are some scissors. Back down there. And you'll need your bone folder, because you'll definitely want to go ahead and fold and burnish on all your score lines, okay? And yes, it does matter if you burnish them because you're going to get a better fold if you do. All right. Okay, and the last one over here. And there we go. Okay, so I've got all our pieces. And basically what we're going to go do is go along and miter cut. There's no measurements for this. Just take a nice little slice out of there. If you don't go all the way, that's fine. Just pull on it. So that's what we're doing to all of these tabs here. So but you can make this, like I said, for any occasion. Because it's all about, you just make it and then you can decorate it however you'd like. Hello, Jane. How are you? Thanks for tuning in and saying hi. All right, we've got one more to miter. And then we shall do this. And because this box is the same on all the sides, there's no given top or bottom unless you smudged it, or we haven't even stamped on it yet. So we should be good to go here. Oh, let me show you here. We are making this little box. So, and it'll be here. So, all right. Let's see here. Okay. we're going to decorate this first before we close it. And we've got a couple pieces here. I've got some glimmer paper. We've got a piece that we're going to stamp here. We have a couple tag pieces that we are going to do like this, but we're not going to use them like a tag. And we've got, let's see here. A dove, some leaves, and a bow. So here we go. All right, we're going to use the Secret Sea color here. And I do like this piece on earth, so I'm going to use that again. And I'm going to keep this stamped part down here in this bottom right-hand corner. And there we go. That is actually the only stamping we're doing. So the rest will just be putting it together. And because this is going on to glimmer paper, we will be using some heavier duty adhesive here. And for this part though, we just want to put a little bit of glue here. Because it's only going down on this bottom part here. We'll be cutting this part off. So there's that. So, and it's about there. If you didn't have the tag die, you can simply make your own tags, you know, just because we're not really just miter the corners there off of any two pieces that you like. All right, let's go ahead and cut this part off here. So there we have it. Now let's go ahead and decide which dove. I'm trying to cover these holes here, so we can use this one this time. As you can see, we've got the other one there. One little leaf branch goes a long way. Just cut it up and use it multiple times. As a matter of fact, let's just do some adhesive on this. Get that go in there. So if you put adhesive on the back of this, then you can sit there and see where you want these to go. Hasty, making a little box. And just trim these down however you like them. Thank you. All right. Now that we've done that, I don't want to tear the leaves, so I'm going to add some glue on here. Just a little bit here and there. Just to stick that down. Just hold it for a few seconds. So. All right. Now that we've got that done, oops, let's go ahead and use our tear and tape for this part. And that's because we're attaching this to the glimmer. Because who doesn't want a little sparkle? Hi, Anne. Okay. Just go ahead and take this off. And like I said, I'm doing this to attach it to the box before we go ahead and fold it up, just so I can give it a good press down here. Just making sure I get a good border there. There we go. So this is going to be our front. And let's go ahead and put it on top of this. And because this is, again, the back of the glimmer paper, we are going to use tear and tape. And 3 pieces should be fine. So and then we'll put the box together and then we'll decorate it. Thank you. Hi, Kathy. Especially, I love sparkle that does not get everywhere. So I don't care for glitter. It gets everywhere, but I like this because it does not come off of your hands or anywhere else. So, okay. Let's get this box together. And actually, I'm going to turn it this way rather than put some on. You could use glue, but for time's sake and stuff, I'm going to use some Stampin' Seal. Don't make fun of me. I don't use Stampin' Seal very often. So we'll just see how this goes. I have it. Right, Kathy? It really is. It is. That's why this is the only type of glitter I'm going to use. Is the stuff that does not multiply. It doesn't get on your friends when they come over to your house or anything else. Okay, so we're putting our adhesive on all the tabs. We've got one more to go here. Okay. And what I'm doing is making sure I've got a straight edge here. There we go. That's a good push there. All right, so there's the bottom of the box. And I want to make sure that these go in well when we close it here. So did that. Find it in weird places. Hi, Carla. Thanks for tuning in. I'm glad you found me. All right. So this is it. I mean, this is super quick. So if you missed any of the measurements, you can always rewatch the replay. But when you're finished with this box, it's 1 inch and then it's 3.5 by 4 inches. Yeah. So here we go. And you can definitely fill these with all kinds of treats, gift cards, teas, a little pack of Kleenex, somebody's sick. If you hear noise, it's Fig. At least she didn't jump up on me today, but she's playing down the hall. So, anyways, thanks for tuning in, everybody. I can't believe it. That was only 21 minutes. So, it was a quick one tonight. So, Hope everybody takes care, and I'll see you again next week for another episode of Crafty Hour, episode 130. So until then, take care, be well. Thanks. Bye-bye.